Hello Leo Rising, welcome to my channel. This is TESA TABOO. You're watching TESA's Tarot. So this is going to be an astrology and tarot reading for Leo Rising, okay? So if you are new to my channel, for the monthly readings, and this is for May 2021, of course. For the monthly readings, I like to focus in on the astrology energies as well, and I'm going to get into how I'm going to do that exactly, because it's going to be a little bit different than maybe what you're used to seeing if you do watch other channels. And then for my mid-month readings, I just do Oracle and Tarot for your Sun, Moon, or Rising, okay? So basically the way that I'm going to do this, and I have done it differently in the past, but I am kind of finding how I really like to do it. So the way that I'm going to do it is I have your natal chart up for the current astrological transits, okay? So what is going on in our solar system right now, the different energies, where the planets are, and what house they are falling in within your natal chart. So I have that up on my phone right now. However, because it is a lot of different kinds of energies to get into, you know, we have all the different planets, we have Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, right? And all of them are in, you know, a specific zodiac sign, which is transiting a specific house in your natal chart, okay? So these are a lot of different energies. So what I like to do is I like to really focus in on what energy we really need to look at and tackle in regards to the month for you, okay? So that is why I have my Astro Soul Oracle deck, okay? So I'm going to be using my Astro Soul. I love this deck so much. It has everything in here. It has the planets, it has the zodiac signs, it has the houses, the aspects, it has retrograde, it has the moon phases. It literally has everything, and I love it. So like, I'll just kind of briefly touch on some of the, like, you know, bigger energies that are taking place this month, just so you are aware. Obviously, we're in Taurus season, so Taurus is going to be, you know, the biggest energy taking place. We currently have 4 different planets in Taurus, and then as the month goes on, those planets are going to start to move into Gemini, okay? But Taurus season is about, you know, really just discovering what it is you value. It's really about, it's fixed earth energy, so it's really about kind of like getting down to the true value of you and your body, of nature, of like what it is that you really appreciate about your home, and like just like the little like pleasure comforts, right? Beauty, just beauty, you know, like all of that, like nurturing your soul. Yeah, so that's the kind of gist of Taurus energy, and that energy is in your 10th house. So just to kind of briefly state, all this Taurus energy is in your 10th house of work and career. So it could just be kind of like rediscovering why it is you value your career or your job or things like that. But I'm not going to get too much into that because it kind of defeats the purpose of how I'm going to be doing this spread. I just wanted to kind of explain a little bit of how this is going to work. So basically, whatever cards I pull from the Astro Soul deck, whether it's a planet or a zodiac sign or a specific house, and the houses have to do with the area of your life, okay? So the area of your life, whereas the planets have to do with energy, and then the zodiac sign has to do with a more like philosophical kind of energy, okay? So you'll kind of see as I get into it. So whatever cards come up, that is going to be the astrological energies that we are going to focus in on. And I'm going to take a look at your chart to see where exactly it's falling and kind of like puzzle piece the story together. So I kind of hope that makes sense. Like I said, if you are new, I do spiritual guidance. So I really try to focus in on the energies that are going on inside of you, and I try to help you understand those energies a little bit better. If there are certain individuals that pop up in the reading, I will definitely make an honorary mention of it, but this is definitely very specifically about spiritual guidance. That is what I do on my channel. I do spiritual guidance so you can just kind of gather more insight in regards to the energies that you have going on within you. Because we harbor inside of us every single one of these energies, okay? So it's just about kind of like, you know, getting to know them a little bit better and understanding them a little bit better. Okay, so what else did I want to say? We do have a full moon lunar eclipse in Sagittarius happening towards the end of May, which is really, really big. And I do have a lunar eclipse card in here as well. So if that card comes up, I'll definitely be getting into that deeper. However, I am probably going to do my mid-month reading, focusing on the lunar eclipse. So just stick around for that if you're really interested in that. And then we also have some planets going into retrograde, and retrograde can kind of like, you know, it can stir things up a bit in the sense that like maybe we get a little confused and we have to like backtrack. But I have a retrograde card in this deck as well. So if that comes up, you know, we'll kind of like get into that. So I hope like just by me kind of explaining how this is going to work, you're kind of like understanding how I'm going to do things, because the energies that are going on throughout the month of May, it's a lot of different energies, right? And it would probably be like a 2-3 hour video. But I do, if you're interested in me doing like a birth chart analysis for you, I can do that for you. I also do personal tarot readings. Just read the description that I have down below if you want to get to know me a little bit better, okay? So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to shuffle all of these decks first, and then we're going to start pulling the cards, okay? So what are the energies that we need to focus in on for Leo rising? What are the energies we need to focus in on for Leo rising? Oopsies. What are the energies we need to focus in on for Leo rising? What are the energies we need to focus in on for Leo rising? What are the energies we need to focus in on for Leo rising? And then for the next Oracle deck, I'm using the Starseed Oracle. Love this deck. What are the energies we need to focus in on for Leo rising? What are the energies we need to focus in on for Leo rising? What are the energies we need to focus in on for Leo rising? What energies we need to focus in on? And then for the third deck, I'm using the Muse Tarot. Okay? So what are the energies we need to focus in on for Leo rising? And these decks were pre-shuffled as well before I started filming. Did it the, you know, the other shuffle standard. What are the energies we need to focus in on for Leo rising? What are the energies we need to focus in on for Leo rising? What are the energies we need to focus in on for Leo rising? Okay. Got those all shuffled. All right, Leo. See if there's anything else I need to add. Let me just take a little sip of my coffee. Okay, so let's get started. Starting with the Astro Oracle. The first quarter moon. The first quarter moon. Making decisions, obstacles, taking action, and momentum. Okay. I'm kind of wanting to look to see when we are going to have a first quarter moon. Let me see. Given some. Leo. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna be able. Let me see. You know what? I think in the future I'm going to download a moon phase app just so I can see when we're going to have a first quarter moon for May for you guys, so I can more specifically pinpoint a date and the zodiac sign that it's going to be in, okay? But we're just going to stick to the energy for right now, but now I'm inspired to get a little bit deeper. Okay, so making decisions, obstacles, taking action, momentum. Okay, so the first quarter moon is about making decisions. Okay, so there is, you know, there could be a little bit of struggle in regards to making a decision, okay? Especially with this kind of like split going on here. This is kind of reminding me of the Two of Swords, which is the moon in Libra. And the moon is currently in Libra, but it's a gibbous. It's a gibbous moon, okay? So making decisions, okay. So when the first quarter moon comes in, it could be a little bit difficult to make a specific decision. Now, let me just real quickly see something here. I don't want to leave you guys hanging. Moon phase, okay. So we're gonna have a first quarter moon May 19th. I really didn't want to leave you guys hanging. I was just like, no, I can't. I have the internet. I'll just pull it up right over here, okay? But I think I'm gonna download a moon app. Okay, so May 19th. So around May 19th, there could be something that comes up, and you're gonna have to make a decision, okay? Something is going to call for you to take action, and it could have to do with some kind of obstacle, okay? Is there anything else going? Okay, no, not really. 19th. Okay, yeah, so May 19th. So just keep that in mind on May 19th. There's going to be a first quarter moon, and there could be something that comes up where you are going to be required to make a decision, and it's going to require some, like, there's going to be like an obstacle. Like, you're going to have to really, really, really think about it, like really hard and like really deeply, and it's going to be something really important. It's going to be something really important. It could have to do with, it's like life path type of important. Like whether or not you want to quit your job, whether or not you want to move, somebody offering you something, and you have to make a decision on whether you want to take it or not. And it's going to cause a lot of like mental, I don't want to say like stress and anxiety, but I feel like you're going to be thinking about it a lot. Like it's going to be something that's going to be on your mind, and you're not going to want to make the wrong decision. So it's like you would rather think about it, even if it takes like a week. You'd rather know that you're making the right decision, right? Okay, yeah, this website is not going to help. Okay, yeah. So Sorry about that. Okay, we have Virgo as the next card. Virgo. Okay, so Virgo energy is about daily routines, perfectionism, like your everyday tasks. It could be your tasks at work, but just kind of like your how you take care of yourself, how you take care of your body. Okay, and I'm going to take a look to see where you have Virgo in your chart. Okay, so you have Virgo in your second house. Yeah, so this is, and the second house is very Taurian. Okay, so this month is totally going to be like your daily routines in reference to making your home comfortable, making your home, like you could be very active around your home with like cleaning, with making sure everything is in order. As far as your finances are concerned, your stability, your security. So it could be like some obsessive thinking in regards to that, you know, because Virgo energy is very mental. It's ruled by Mercury, so there's a lot going on in the mind, and there's a lot going on. It's still it's mutable Earth, right? It's mutable Earth. So there's just a lot going on in reference to like possessions or like cooking or like the things that you enjoy, but it could be like on overdrive a little bit this month, okay? So that specific energy just is a little bit on overdrive. So I hope that's making sense so far. Okay. And then we have the fourth house. Yeah. See, as the story unfolds, like more and more, and this is why I love this system. I'm really, really feeling this system of doing these readings because the energy just like really pinpoints the area of your life that is going to be really significant for you this month for May 2021. Okay, so we're talking about the fourth house here, and this has to do with home. Okay, so this has to do with your home life. So this is Cancer energy. It says, I belong. This is the house of origins. Here is where we see our home, bloodline, feelings of safety, comfort, mother figure, tradition, and lifestyle. It also shows where we come from. So your home is going to be so important. And especially with us being in Taurus season, like I said, it's about like creature comforts. It's about like rediscovering value. Okay. And then with this like Virgo energy and the fact that this energy is falling into your second house on your specific chart, and the second house has to do with Taurus, it's totally just about like your everyday routines around the house, your everyday feeling. But I also feel like you're a little bit perfectionistic about this, about your value, about the things that you value, your financial, like your mind could be like a little bit on overdrive. So I feel like when you become very, very mental about this aspect of your life, when your mind starts to get a little like really, really into wanting to make things perfect and wanting everything, you know, to be a certain way, it could be really good to just kind of like think back, you know, try to allow yourself to get lost in memory. Like that could be a really good way to bring yourself back down to earth. I hope this is making sense. Like, go back to the root of this like action, you know, like maybe like were your parents like that, you know, were your parents like very overly obsessive about security and stability and just like making sure everything is taken care of? Because Cancer energy can become very, very like it kind of wants to like hide in its house, and it wants to, it's so, and with this Virgo energy, it's like very obsessive about creating safety and security in the home. So you could have children, and you're just feeling very, very protective, like very protective of them. So with these three particular energies coming out, you know, and then this making decisions towards the end of the month, that like something is going to spur you into needing to make a certain choice, and you're going to be very like obsessive about it because you don't want to destabilize your home life. You don't want to destabilize the daily routines that you have created for yourself. And you could be so wrapped up in those kind of routines that it can, like, this choice that you have to make could kind of disrupt it a little bit. And that's why you're going to be spending a little extra time thinking about it. Okay, so we're going to get into the Starseed Oracle. Okay, Leo. Really, really interesting energies. Okay, so for the Starseed Oracle, we have Child of the Cosmos. Okay, it says the intelligence of the universe lies within you. Okay. This is totally about getting back to those roots. Like, so it's kind of like I was saying, when you become, if you go a little bit crazy with this Virgo energy, with this kind of like perfectionistic, very like obsessed with the daily routines of life kind of energy, especially in regards to your possessions and your values and your finances, it's going to be really important to connect with your roots, to connect with Child of the Cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies with. It's going to be important to connect with that spiritual side of you, of like where you come from, because that is where the wisdom and the knowledge for you to get through the things that you're going through is going to come, okay? Because you have all that within you already. And it could have a lot to do with how you were brought up. It could have a lot to do with like your bloodline, like the information that was handed down to you from your parents or grandparents or anything like that. Also spiritual wisdom. So just kind of like tapping into maybe like traditional aspects of spirituality, that could be really, really important for you in terms of making this decision towards the end of the month. And just allowing it to push you forward in the right direction. Okay, all paths lead home. Cancer got this in my previous video. All paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. Yeah, you're definitely going to have to look within to find the answers, okay? All paths lead home. So this can be really helpful. This perspective can be really helpful when it comes time to make this big decision that you're going to have to make. Where maybe you will start to realize like, oh, maybe it's not that important. Like maybe you'll trick yourself into thinking it's a very important decision for you to make, and it's kind of like a make or break situation. Like you could feel like you missed an opportunity if you decide not to do it. But the universe is telling you all paths lead home. So it's not like the end of the world. It's not necessarily like your mind is going to trick you because of this Virgo energy. Your mind might trick you into thinking this is a really big decision and it's really important, but it's actually not that important. And another opportunity is going to come your way, or another, maybe something better. Okay. It's kind of like saying, it's okay if you don't choose that path. There's going to be another path that's going to open you up, and it's still going to be just as great. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like that type of energy. It's just acknowledging that, you know, maybe the grass is not always greener on the other side. Earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down time and nature. Yeah. So this, I'm definitely feeling some mother vibes, and especially with this fourth house energy, like you probably have some children. Maybe some of you watching this are a single mom. But there is definitely this feeling that you are doing so much around the house and maybe for your loved ones and for your children that it could be a really, really good idea to just take time for yourself, right? To slow down, to take time for yourself, to get into nature, to really value you as an individual, to really allow yourself to value all that you contribute to your life and to the people that you love, and to making sure that you have security, making sure that you have a comfortable home. You know, the daily things that you do around your house, all of that is you working hard and contributing yourself to make sure that you have this. So then take the time to value that about yourself. Take the time to really value and appreciate the fact that you are capable of providing this kind of nurturing environment. All right, Leo. So we're going to get into the tarot portion now. For materials, Cancer got this as well. Yeah, so you're kind of like, you're really saving. You don't want to like spend and splurge money. You're very, very much focused on making sure your finances are in order, that you're not like you're saving up. Four materials is equivalent to the Four of Pentacles, and this is the Sun in Capricorn. So this can be a bit of like a stubborn and like selfish kind of energy, not wanting to share with anybody else, just wanting to like keep everything that you have to yourself and to your immediate, like your dependents, you know, or your immediate surroundings, or like your home life, okay? And if you don't have children, you know, it could be pets, it can just be, even if you live alone, it's just the feeling of having your home taken care of, okay, this reading. So yeah, so you're definitely focused on kind of like grounding and, you know, really holding on to these possessions and to everything that you have acquired, all the things that you've acquired. Just be a little careful, because sometimes this energy, this Four of Materials energy, when we hold on to things too much, it can create within us an energy that is a little toxic. Like it can kind of create this like lazy, well, I don't know if I would call it lazy. It can create an energy that doesn't want to expand. It can create a very stuck kind of energy, or like an energy that isn't open to new experiences with money, okay? That's the best way for me to explain it. So keep that in mind. We have the Queen of Voices as the next card. The Queen of Voices is equivalent to the Queen of Swords. So this is Libra energy. Yeah, so you are very, very protective. You're very protective over this whole, like, you're protective over your home, you're protective over your whole, like, existence, like your life, you will cut someone out if they even like try to like get into your energy. It's very, if someone tries to like, you know, break through this crab shell kind of barrier that you've created for your home, okay, you're kind of like ready to just like Queen of Swords, just kind of like cut them out. But you're very intellectual, you're very witty, you're just like like I'm just not gonna deal with anybody trying to get into my energy. Okay, we have Six of Materials. Ooh. So you need to decide for yourself who you want to give to and how you want to give, okay? Because Six of Materials is the moon in Taurus, and this is about charity. This is about giving to others. This is about volunteer work. This is about like sharing your wealth, sharing your like investing and sharing your not just your wealth, but your resources as a human with others, maybe less fortunate. So it's like you just need to be in control. I kind of feel this is like, it's not that you don't want to give, it's not that you don't want to share. You're just very particular about who you are sharing it with, okay? You are focused more on like maybe specific people, okay? You're focused on specific people that you have allowed into your heart and into your energy. And unless there are people that kind of like fit your definition of security, then you will give to them and you will invest in them. So they have to kind of fit your idea of security. They can't, it does have to do with trust, but not necessarily. It's not necessarily about trust. It's about just the energy needs to feel right. The energy needs to like match. So you're not opposed to people, being around people and like giving to others, giving yourself to others, giving, you know, your time to others. It just has to be the right kind of energy. It has to be the right kind of individual. Page of Voices as the final card. This is equivalent to the Page of Swords. You've actually gotten a few cards that are the same as Cancer, which is interesting. So Page of Voices is equivalent to the Page of Swords. This is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, and this is a student. And this is a physical, earthly manifestation of the ace. The ace is a divine gift given from the earth, the gods, the spirit realm, however you want to call it. And that divine gift is always given to an earthly manifestation of a student of life, someone who has to learn how to use that gift. So this is learning how to use your mind in order to make the right decisions, okay? So you already have this idea. You already have this divine spark that was given to you, and now you just have to like learn how to use it, how to use your intellectual property to like better your situation, to observe the people around you, to find new perspectives in order to expand your, you know, like your vision, whatever that vision might be. Yeah, Leo, so this is, I know that the beginning was a little bit of a slow start. I'm sorry about that. And as far as that whole first quarter moon thing, I was just like, it was just like this feeling in me where I had to look it up to see the specific date. So hopefully you enjoyed that. But I really hope you enjoyed this reading. I really hope it helped for you. Make sure you subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.